We are headed out thrifting today and we're going to take you with us. We are looking for things for our online vintage store. We look for all kinds of different types of vintage, but primarily bohemian, mid-century. We love Scandinavian stuff. We love Japanese pottery. We love all kinds of stuff. We are starting out today at Goodwill in Scappoose, Oregon, and we have found some amazing things over the years at this location. Crossing our fingers, today's a lucky day.
Yes, this one hits.
Our half off color today is purple, so anything that has a purple tag is 50% off. This is kind of interesting. It's $6.99. It's just like a little flower jug, maybe for a stem, but it's signed H-A-N-G-E, A-R-G-E. I don't know why, but I like this. Very minimalist and rustic. That's a lot for something so small. I need to figure out who this is. Who is this artist? I might have to get it just for fun so I can look it up. These don't sell for a lot, but it's beautiful teak. It's $7.99. I think I'm gonna pass on it today. I recently sold one at our pop-up event. That could be a cute little soap dish. Look at this ceramic cat dish. I think that's kind of cute. $4.99. What does that say? C-A-M-A-N-K? Damask?
Damask?
I think that's a C. Maybe it is a D. I was thinking it said Camas at first, like Camas, Washington. Oh, yeah. C-A-M-A, but then that looks like an N-K. I'll have to do some Googling, but for $4.99, I like it. I think it's a soap dish, is my guess.
Yeah. There we go. Vintage cloth.
It's nice. I love the ones that are freestanding like that because they're thick enough. How much is it?
It's got a little sticky. It's gonna need a little cleaning.
Gross.
It's only $4.99.
Perfect.
And might swap that out too for something.
That's an easy
Correct.
fix
Yes.
for probably what, around $5?
Probably 10.
Oh wow. Price
For a new movement.
Everything's gone up, huh?
Yeah.
Your grandma had these?
I think so.
That's so sweet. I actually haven't ever sold this exact set. I like these little golden bamboo ones too. Glassware doesn't sell great, but if you were looking to decorate your home, great place to come get glassware. They've got lots of it here. I like the shape on this. $7.99. It's got some kind of drippy glaze that would need to be fixed. I'm not going to get it for $7.99, but it is kind of cool.
I think it's a homemade piece.
Yeah, hobbyist.
Yeah.
Almost. That was an almost. What is going on? That's so funny.
You deliberately said.
I made it happen. I manifested these into my life.
You know what's great about this one and the one we
don't
just picked up? We don't have to split it. Wasn't me.
Was not us. We don't have to do anything with this.
Oh.
It's exactly what I was
It's already
thinking for
done.
the other
I
one.
might have to pull this piece off, whatever this is.
Yeah, why is that
I don't
on
know.
there?
Is it a magnet?
Oh.
No.
It's not? I thought it was too. That would be funny though. You know what? We're gonna get these and we're gonna actually use these in our office/studio because we always have notes we need to hang for each other. So if it's, how about this? The rule is if it's really important for the other person, it gets the big clip. We hang the note from the big clip. Deal?
Deal.
All right. You know what this is?
A cat.
It's a fishbowl holder. So I Googled it and it says it's Royal Hager. I'm not quite sure then why it has a different stamp on the bottom. So not positive it's actually Royal Hager, but it looks identical to Royal Hager fish bowls. And so there would be a small fishbowl with the cat peering into the fishbowl.
Poor little fish got to swim in a little tiny bowl.
I think it's also scary to have like a cat, even though it's not real, just always looking at you. Like, I'm gonna eat you, and that poor little fish is just like, oh.
She's always looking up like he's still there.
I'm selling this as a soap dish, not a fish bowl holder.
So did it come with a bowl originally, or is it use your own bowl?
Let us know. Did you ever have one of these or know somebody that did? When I Google imaged it, all of the ones that popped up were just this by itself, and it said fish bowl holder. Jesse's looking up comps on his clock, and I just want to show this little piece up close again. There's just something about it, the simplicity of it, that I really like. And it was $6.99, which was actually quite a bit for something so small. I'm hoping that this signature will actually end up being someone who's known, and that'll end up being worth the $6.99 investment. Please let me know in the comments below if you've ever seen this signature or are familiar with this potter.
I'm getting sidetracked because I'm seeing all sorts of cool.
Are you really?
Sorry. Okay.
That happens to me
This
all the time.
Verichrome clock, which is from the 70s, $4.99. It's not like the best clock ever. I think it's worth about $20 to $30. Probably put a new motor on it, so that's going to be a little bit of an investment.
I think it's great. I like freestanding clocks that don't have to be on a wall. I think it just makes it easier to put them anywhere in a room. If you've got a credenza that needs something actually physically on that, you can just pop a freestanding clock on there. We're never going to miss a note again.
It's going to be great because it's going to be like that. Clipped in this clip.
I love this. You know, you got to have fun, especially in the workplace. I think you've got to have things that are just fun and playful. I love to make our space functional and beautiful at the same time, and these are going to just add a little bit of that quirkiness.
Next, we're going to drive a little bit and we're going to hit up Longview, Washington.
We're headed over the border.
Yeah.
We haven't even gotten to the bridge yet, and we think we just stumbled upon an estate sale. It's a Thursday, so the sale might have started today, which is a good thing, but I see people running out with boxes. This is looking good. I love country estate sales. Look at all the records. Look at this photo album. This is really neat. $20. It closes. Aftershave. It's a lot of different perfumes. Old perfume bottles.
I think whoever lived here used to be an Avon dealer or something, maybe.
Or just a buyer.
I know some Avon stuff is actually valuable now because maybe it stopped being made, but some people are like really love that scent or something.
Oh, yeah.
So they're trying to find them all.
It's like me with one of my favorite chopsticks. I always get them on eBay. Yeah, for the right person, this could be a little gold mine.
Yeah. Look at these things. They're
Morse
like,
code?
Yeah. Right?
That would be such a really fun
Hobby.
Well, I'm thinking of my niece who's really into coding and stuff right now. I know it's not the same as coding, but I just feel like she would really enjoy setting up a Morse code and being able to like Morse code from upstairs to
I
downstairs.
see her and her father doing
Yes.
a lot of talking in Morse code.
What would they need outside of this little contraption?
I have no idea.
It's $20, I'm assuming, for both. Do you think that'd be a cool gift?
No, I don't. I don't. I think whatever it requires probably is too much.
Too much.
Yeah.
Does it say made in Spain on the bottom?
Yeah, I think so.
Does it? That's what I figured.
Did you see that sticker?
No, you know, I do know what I'm doing with my job. It's Spanish Revival, what I call castle core.
When I first saw it though, it looks like an old price tag maybe from the store.
This is one of my favorite kind of styles because to me this Spanish Revival is a little bit brutalist and it's also traditional. A lot of people are probably like, that's so ugly. Why are you excited about this right now? I get that. I totally understand why people are not into this, but I love it.
It also isn't something that we do at our house.
Nope. It's just something I personally love. And when it's done right, I think it's really beautiful. But the combination of the brutalist with traditional iron scroll, again, I've been calling this castle core where it's items that look like they could have come out of a castle. But yeah, this will be coming to the online vintage store. Oh, we ended up getting both of them for $10, $5 each. Neither of them had a price tag. They were super nice there. Very nice. I'm so glad we stopped in. And then I got this teak bowl and I thought this was kind of interesting the way that the lip is on this. It's made in Thailand. It needs to be cleaned and it's thirsty. It needs to be wood oiled. And I will link down below my favorite wood oil that I use on everything. There's two of them, one for furniture and one for food safe items.
So if you ever want to know the wood oil, look in the description of every video.
I post it in every video.
It's in every video.
I think it's the #1 thing that I get emailed about, wouldn't you say?
It's pretty common.
That and to take out my nose ring. But but we don't worry about the negative ones. All right.
Off we go.
Off to Relics. $30. It's not too bad, but it does look like it has some cracks up here. It's raku fired, so sometimes I feel like that makes it a little bit more fragile just because of the process.
It's glued on.
Oh yeah, you can see that. It's really beautiful though. Jesse was surprised I picked this up, but it's interesting. I've never seen the grass woven animals framed like this before. It's a really great idea if you're a crafter. Imagine all the critters you could make. It's kind of fun. I think that'd be a good little hobby. We're both loving this painting. It has a slightly Van Gogh feel with the thick texture. How much does that say? I can't see it.
$45.
And it's signed. I really like it. I think that's a really good price. What's the back look like? Is it canvas? Oh, it is kind of old too. A little discolored, but not too bad. I love it. Let's get that. This is the best way to add pops of color to a space. Just an art piece that's gonna have all kinds of colors. And then you can just pull out colors that you like from the art piece to decorate with. That's fun. Perfect for springtime.
Is it called boy blue?
Little boy blue?
Boy in blue.
Little boy blue?
This one's kind of cool because it's
Blue
actually
boy.
needlework.
TV trays?
Yeah, I love these TV trays. Something I would never probably use, but that's kind of a fun one. Very 70s. This is a beautiful old Roseville, I think. Yep, Roseville. This is old Roseville vintage. 67. I think that's actually a fairly good price for how old these are. These are definitely at least Art Deco. That one says as is 45, so there must be a flaw on that one.
Get some cassettes.
John Bon Jovi. Oh, Young Guns. I love Young Guns.
too. John Bon Jovi was in the movie for a moment.
Oh, I didn't remember
And he
that.
wrote the soundtrack, and it's a really good soundtrack. And I like the movies.
Let's put that on our weekend watch list. I haven't seen those in a long time. Ooh, I like this. That is beautiful. Larry Bear 2018. Beautiful work, Larry. $12.95. Segmented wood pole. That's a pretty good price for considering how much work would have gone into making this. All right, Larry, we're gonna buy your works. Modern, but beautiful. There's a Van Gogh. Looks like his iris painting.
We're gonna try these on.
I'm gonna try those on.
Yeah.
I don't think I'll be able to see out of. All right, hold on. Whoa, I can't even barely see. Like, I want to start knocking things over. I'm kind of already getting vertigo. Okay, I'm being dramatic, but
Yeah.
but kind of. This would make me dizzy fast. What are
But you
the?
got to put your own lenses in there.
How do the frames look? I like the little
The
side.
frames are cool. That's why they were turned into sunglasses.
Does it make my eyes go crooked? Because it feels like it does.
No, it doesn't. But when you move them around crooked, it does.
I think you can tell which TV tray was a favorite. That one. Looks like it would, or maybe it was actually
No, this was
folded up behind the couch facing the window.
I think this is the one that was sitting on the front of the rack.
And it never got used.
That was the one in the back.
We're analyzing the TV
It was
trays.
the one that was facing the sun, yeah.
Yeah, got sun bleached. And then this one clearly had something like behind, like one of them in front of it or something. We're not professional sun bleach experts, but apparently we're trying to act like we are. I need this pillow in my life. I need to wake up and look at that every morning before I have my coffee. I love this barley twist, but the rest of it's a little too traditional for me. $150. Oof, I'd love to modernize that up. I won't. I'll leave it original. I'm kind of into barley twists right now. Those are beautiful shades too.
I really don't have a fish thing. I don't know.
You seem to pick
know
up a lot of
why.
fish.
Yeah, but I just haven't seen a fish before.
I've seen much smaller ones. That's actually a pretty large one.
Yeah, it's
15.
almost like an airplane.
Oh, I see it. For a second I was like, huh?
A little bit.
I can see it. I'm gonna go with fish though. I love this space. Everything. So good. Look at all the mid-century glass. It's a pretty impressive collection. Look at this mushroom light I just found. Some beautiful wood, and it's actually really old. We are definitely gonna get that. That is so cute. I can't wait to see it lit up with the light shining down. We're taking a peek at this. We are loving this teak wine rack. It did say Japanese, right? Oh, it says First Dibs 280. Yeah, I think it is 1950s Japan. I saw a few listed online. They have $85 on it, which seems to be a pretty close to full retail, but it's in perfect condition. What do you think?
This would be a for home keeper.
Yeah, this would be a forever. I've never seen one in person I like more, so that's always good. It's not outrageously priced.
Your call.
I could always resell it, I think, for the $85. Man, we're torn. We like it, but we actually don't think we want to have our wine out on our counter. And if we continue to keep our wine in the bomb shelter where it's a little bit cooler, we don't need something like this to display it. But somebody local needs to come get this. It's $85 at Relics in downtown Longview, Washington, because it's beautiful. That was a fun stop. We love that store. Look at this mushroom lamp. It has a sticker on the inside and it says it's made in Brazil. And I think it's an exotic Brazilian wood. I think this is so cute. It said on the tag that it was made in the 1920s. I don't know if that's accurate or not, but it really could be based on how old the cord is. Isn't that fabulous? It has a couple little pegs that go there to kind of keep it in position in the right spot. And then I also picked up this beautiful little segmented wood bowl and the art piece. And I think those are actually gonna all look beautiful together. So I'm going to do a little vignette. Made in Spain, I bet. $20.
Right?
This one is for sure.
Yeah.
That's Click-A-Tot. We used to collect this pottery.
Keegan?
What does this
Does
say?
that sound familiar? Keegan.
Keegan. No, that doesn't. I might be interested in that one. That's beautiful. $10. There's no chips or cracks. I'm gonna get this. That's a beautiful bowl. These are neat little salt and pepper shakers. They've got faces in them.
Why do they come in a box? Is this like
for to go.
I think it was a souvenir set. So it says vintage set, brass tray, salt and pepper shakers, and original box, $22. I'm going to guess that it was something that was a tourist souvenir from, I don't know, the 30s maybe.
Or something.
Yeah, well, the faces make me think more as... No, I don't know. I'll have to look that up. A lot of this brass came from India or Turkey. Let's see if this has any markings. Nope. We'll never know. I'm obsessed with these giant salt and pepper shakers. I wonder if they're really salt and pepper or if they're for like powdered sugar. But I love these two.
I feel like
They're so pretty.
you would never get through the salt.
Oh, I would. Give
Numbers.
me a challenge.
Maybe
I
not
would
the
be like,
pepper. Maybe. Yeah, I don't think they're for salt and pepper, but
I think
they're
I'm
for
gonna
something.
get these two. They're missing the little corks on the bottom, but that's probably a standard size. Made in Japan. Beautiful, beautiful colors. Let's get this. So I was just telling Jesse that we got a candle holder the other day, that these are the taper candles for, they're called flower tapers. And then look at that. So you would make a bouquet and you'd have all your little, well, not little, very long candles.
So you'd put that gold
love it.
ring, that gold ring that we got would go maybe on top of the vase or something, or somehow in there.
Yeah, and there's all kinds of
Yes.
different holders, obviously.
And light your bouquet on fire. That's,
mean-
if it's like a dried bouquet.
Don't do it with a dried bouquet. This is cool seeing these in the actual vintage boxes.
I know it's not for sale, but
I like all of it. Yeah, this is really cool shelf.
these little painted on design.
You could hand stencil that. You just need the little stencil and you sponge paint
I feel
over
like
it.
you just have several little mini games of checkers going on.
Start a new game. No way. Another one of those.
$80 here. And this one's actually got some.
Yeah, that's
stuff.
kind of the more
Chips.
common where you see with
Yeah.
this old enamel. We just got out of ye old paint box and she's so nice in there. If you were ever in the Longview area, you've got to come in and stop in. We got a beautiful belt buckle. This is actually not sterling. It's maybe a brass plate and it has these beautiful agate stones in it. And it was $22. I thought that was pretty and something different. A stunning Mexican sterling panel bracelet. I love this one. I actually have one almost identical to this that has a little bit of gold plating that I have in my personal collection that was a gift. This was $65, which is a really wonderful price. These retail online for around $115, so that's a good price. And then a beautiful kind of ramen size bowl. It's neutral, it mixes and matches with anything. It's artist signed and it was $10, which is a really great price for an antique store. Where are we headed to next?
Home?
Yeah, I think we're gonna call it a day. The episode's not over because I'm gonna take everything out, show you what we've got in here. We ended up getting some stuff at the pawn shop. So I've got a whole bag full of jewelry to show you, and I'm gonna decorate, and I'm gonna show you some other things that I have found outside of today's episode recently. A huge thank you to Squarespace for sponsoring today's video.
Squarespace is an all-in-one platform for building your brand and growing your business online. And you can easily make your website stand out and be beautiful by using one of their many, many customizable templates. I have been selling my vintage finds on my Squarespace website for over 9 years now. Change can be a good thing, and it's important to keep your content and your website looking fresh. And Squarespace makes it so easy with everything you need right here in one location. Not only will your website be beautiful and easy to build out the way you want it, it will help you engage with your audience, sell anything you want, your products, your content, what you create, and even your time. Squarespace makes it easy to connect to your other social media accounts. You can set it up so that you automatically display posts from your other social media profiles, and you can automatically push website content to your favorite social media channels so your followers can share it too.
Head to squarespace.com to start your free trial today. And when you are ready to launch your own website, head to squarespace.com/leftcoast to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Thanks again to Squarespace for sponsoring today's video. I just got home from running some errands and I got some of the most beautiful flowers and I'm really excited to get inside and start decorating. I'm going to show you why I like to pick up these more brutalist rustic pieces. What I love about things like this is that it's just got a little bit of that kind of edge to it. As you can see, I love to dress very feminine too, but I also have a lot of tattoos and I like to have a little bit of edge. And I do that in my interior design too, not just my fashion. So I'm excited to get inside and decorate with some of that beautiful greenery and see if I can turn this a little bit softer. What's funny is I just realized as I pulled this out to show you that it actually could be used as a pillar candle holder as well. It would kind of almost look a little bit like a goblet with a pillar candle on top, but I do think that's cool when you have something that can be used multiple ways. It just means that you've got more opportunity for using it in your home in different rooms and in different areas and different times a year. My niece is 10 years old. I didn't even know that she watched my videos until about a month ago, and my sister brought up something that I bought in a video and I was like, what? How'd you know about that? And she's like, Milani watches your videos. It was so cute. So my niece is 10 and she's just now really getting into interior design. So if you're watching this episode, Milani, hi. You're gonna already know about this by the time this video comes out. She pointed out that when I was looking at these giant lips in last week's episode, she said that I missed the kitty cat that was on the shelf next to it. I know that she loves cats because she absolutely adores my cats, Jean-Pierre and Lorenzo. Long story short, I'm going to give this to my niece, Milani. I don't know what she's going to end up using it for, but I know we're going to come up with something great. She also fell in love with something else that I got in an episode recently. If you haven't seen our thrift vlog from Argentina, you've got to go back and watch it. I found this beautiful floral painting and she loved it. I'm so proud of her that she's wanting to decorate her room, and I just think that these are both so sweet yet also kind of grown up. She's double digits, so I think she's ready for a grown-up girl room.
Oh, I love it.
You do?
Oh, it's so adorable. What's this? This is cool.
It's to keep your necklaces in.
And there's a little flower.
That's from my garden. And then do you recognize something?
It's a painting that you got thrifting.
It is. It's the one I got in South America, Argentina. You said you loved that one.
Yeah, I did really like that one. It's so cool.
All right. Well, it's all yours. I just found out this is a nightlight. Okay, show me how it works.
But,
oh, cool.
And then if you tap it, it does
different
stuff.
colors.
See,
and do
now
you take that when you travel so you have a nightlight?
Yep.
I love it. Now let's head to the studio and I'm going to pull out and show you the jewelry items that I got at the pawn shop. I typically do not film in pawn shops just because of safety for them, but I always want to show you what I found. For the pricing, I got everything 20% off their asking price. Typically what I do when I go to a pawn shop is I make sure that I am willing to pay their asking price, and then I bundle everything together, and usually they will give a discount anywhere between 10 and 25% off. I actually ended up getting this for 50% off because a lot of their sterling silver was 50% off. Well, let me show you the rings first. I got this beautiful pink mother of pearl sterling ring. At this specific pawn shop, they polish all of their jewelry, so this is actually much older than it looks. It's just been freshly polished. A beautiful Native American coral and turquoise ring. I love these with the double stones. And then I really liked this solid sterling ring. It kind of reminds me of a saddle, and it's got kind of an open work split shank on the back. I just thought that was really beautiful. Solid sterling. I was especially excited about these because I actually thought that these were the designer Diane Malouf. They look so similar to some of her earrings, and I saw that it had a stamp on the inside, but I couldn't quite read it. When I got home and checked it with my loop, they were just marked 925. So I don't actually think that these are Diane Malouf earrings, but I'm still not sure because they are such high quality and they look so similar to some of the designs. If you are familiar with this designer, please let me know in the comments below what you think. Either way, they're beautiful, thick thick, nice sterling earrings, and the clips are nice and tight. That's something you want to think about when you buy vintage clip-on earrings. You want to make sure that the hinges work properly. I also picked up these beautiful earrings. These are Zuni inlaid earrings, and they've got mother of pearl and turquoise in them. I love geometric earrings, so I thought these were really beautiful with the triangle dangle shape. Do you think these are shells or fans? I can never decide what I think they are. Sometimes I put both in the description when I'm creating a listing because, you know, it might just depend on what you want them to be. And then I got this for 50% off. Look at these beautiful detailed beads. All of them are handmade. They're sterling on top of a sterling thick chain. This is a lot of sterling, so it is a little bit of an investment, but I picked it up because sometimes I have a beautiful stone or naja that's missing the rest of the squash blossom necklace, and it really needs a substantial chain. Now in this case, I actually need to get this repaired because the hook is broken, and that'll be a little bit of an investment, probably about $25 with my local jeweler to get a new loop added on. So I wanted to wait until I had the perfect necklace to put it on. So now I'm going to get this to my jeweler, and then that will be sold together as a set. And then I also got this. I thought this was nice. It's a little bit of a modernist, almost a starfish. Apparently I can't decide if something is a sea critter because I can't decide if this is a starfish or if this is a mid-century atomic looking sunburst or starburst. Either way, it's great. Stamped 925, sterling on the back, and it came on a sterling chain. And then you already saw the Mexican sterling bracelet. Love this one. Got this at Ye Olde Paint. And then here's a closer look at the beautiful agate belt buckle. This one's going to need a little bit of time to get the repair done, but everything else will be coming to my next First Friday sale. Here in the design studio, I always keep things that I might need on hand, and you never know when you're going to need a cork. I purchased a whole bulk set of them. I think it was around $10 for all of these, and I will link that in the description below for you. It's just nice to have on hand because you put corks in so many different kinds of little jars and canisters and salt and pepper shakers. So let's take these, see if we have the right size to fit the powdered sugar shakers, as we're calling them. I think these are so beautiful. I'm thinking it's going to be one of the larger ones. Maybe not the largest. Let's try one of those. Maybe one of the 3/4 inch ones. Let's see. You got to make sure that when you set it down that the cork doesn't stick out, but you also want it to be big enough that you can grip it to pull it out. If you have one that's too small, it might push in too much and get stuck. So I think this one, which is probably about 3/4 inch, is going to be perfect for these. Perfect. Now they are ready to be used. I've already got them cleaned up, and I guess I'm going to go ahead and let these go because I know some of you are going to really want these. I hope these end up in a beautiful, colorful, bohemian home. Thank you so much for hanging out with us today and yesterday. We had an absolute blast, and we hope that you enjoyed this little thrifting adventure. We are hitting the road the next few weeks, so we've got some amazing thrifting content coming your way. Make sure that you are subscribed so you don't miss when the next episode drops. And if you're interested in purchasing something that we find in our episodes, you can head to leftcoastrevivals.com. We launch our vintage sales once a month on the first Friday of every single month, and that is where you can find all the treasures you see us pick up in these episodes. And if you are interested in joining us on one of our international group trips, we would love to have you. You can also learn more on our website, leftcoastrevivals.com, about our upcoming group trips. Have a wonderful day, and we'll see you in the next episode. If you would like a dusting of powdered sugar on your pancakes or your French toast, it could be done with these beautiful shakers.
Each one of these, for me at least, holds a lifetime supply of powdered sugar.
We resell vintage. If you are new here, hello, I'm Laura. This is Jessie.
Formal introductions, which is something we don't normally do.
You know what? I just was feeling it this morning.
Feeling it?
I like
That's
to
cool.
switch things up.
Hey.
So today we're doing formal introductions.
This is Laura Caldwell. I'm Jesse Caldwell.
Hello.
Yeah, we use a lot of cumin.
We do. Are you sure you don't need a cumin shaker? You currently have all this cumin from Egypt in a fruit preserves jar.
Reuse. That's how we do it around here.